What is going on, everybody? Back on at Berserk 274 and 275, maybe 276, depending. You know how we do. Regardless, after this video that you are watching, we are officially less than 100 chapters until I'll be fully caught up, essentially in that Hunter x Hunter space that I caught up with a couple years ago. Now, granted, Hunter x Hunter has since got some great news and even new chapters, multiple, lots, 10 plus. Um, to my knowledge and what you guys have told me, we haven't gotten anything new of Berserk yet. I know there's been hints and rumors and carrying on his work, and there should be shoulds and ifs and maybes, but as far as I know, 374 is the cutoff point, which is crazy. And I think the way it's tracking, I think I did the math, giving usually I do, 4 to 6 or, something like that a week. By the end of the year, by the calendar turnover, we'll be officially done. So we'll see how it goes. We got a lot of floating questions right now as far as can Guts be this conscious without the attachment of Shirka? And kind of what all is going on with that. Are there other, what are we even calling them? Sorcerers? Fishon sorcerers out there like the one we're facing up? Because if there are, wow, it's going to be a lot to deal with. Besides that, I think that's it. Let's see how it goes. And then this song right here, that we used to have like 12 songs deep on our Berserk background playlist. And we were cruising for like the first 100 chapters, like YouTube, no problem. And then all of a sudden we just started dinging us copyright, 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 to the point that I've got it down to 6 songs. We were up at like 12. Now I think I'm going to have to go down to 5 because this song that I'm about to play here, which I don't even know if you guys are actually even able to hear right now, YouTube has not liked this for the past 2 weeks. So this, I think it's called Sign 2, which is kind of one of my preferred ones of all the soundtracks. YouTube is not having it. I've had to cut it out the last 3 videos. So if you guys are noticing like 4-minute video silence background, no, I've had to cut that out. So if you guys have any suggestions for tracks, Berserk themes, let me know because I'm running out of options here. But we'll go from there. Recording. Mic seems to be on. Let's go ahead and do it. It blew up. You really pulled it off. Awesome fireball attack. Oh. My man just hit a summoning jutsu and said, no, I'm good. Like you might have taken that out, but I mean, I would hope that he's... Because this guy seems awfully cocky. And if you're a magician like that, I'm hoping like one thing happens and you, like, that doesn't mean it's the end of you, you know? We'll see. But Guts is in a free fall right here, by the way. Yeah, he is, right into the ocean. The Undines are no longer being controlled. Ah, okay. Are you alright, Guts? Yeah. This is just right for cooling down. That was a pretty good combination. I'll say, you never cease to amaze me. We'll have another mess on our hands when that armor comes off. Yeah, we will. Guts, we must hurry and tend to you. Speaking of which, are you okay? During spells, I identify with the spirits, so even if I am mentally exhausted, my body takes no damage from their power. You, however, became an intermediate for the spell. Don't worry, I'm used to being burned in this armor. I mean, the fact that I'm alive is proof of that. There you go again. I never wish to use a spell this dangerous again. He is going to be destroyed. And the problem is, we haven't even gotten fully healed from the first time we used the armor. This is... Alright, don't shout in my ear like that. In my head, rather. That old bastard sure is tough. He was a challenge. At least the snake is dealt with. What a failure that was for me. I never expected the use of a spell that put him in such danger. I so wish to establish a great magic empire on this earth. That wish isn't going to collapse here. You've blundered, Daiba. You've blundered, Daiba. He just took off, sailed off into the abyss. So everything that's being controlled in the city now is just like a mindlessness? Or how's that going? Report, where's the enemy? We can't see through the fog or the smoke. Hey, look, a giant. Oh, shit. Okay, so this is... Okay, so these look like two different... Because I almost confused... I think you guys can see my cursor. I almost confused our boy on wings here, talking about he wants magic on Earth and all that. I almost confused him with the fallen apostle. It looks like they're not the same. What is he going to come do? Smite him down or what? What's going on here? Apostle. Yeah. Giant. Might you be the owner of that snake? Puck, shut up. That's what appeared at the banquet. Bastard just wasn't a face, huh? You're a disgrace. Call him a disgrace. Not only did you lose most of the Makara, but even the Kundalini was slaughtered. I mean, he did get cocky. Wait, please. But the Pashaka Ghana has not been wiped out? Surely we have suffered a hard blow? If we mass our remaining forces, I think he's just gonna smite you down. Yeah. What is he? Surely you jest. Now fall back. First, I must say I'm impressed. I never thought a mere two... I don't know what that word could strike down this many of my Shakagana. War is not a thing to take lightly. But ye are not mere warriors, especially you. You bear the scent of some connection to us of the spirit world. Yeah. Are you a follower of my archenemy? He said it. I'm now triggered. He said the magic word. So that word means beast mask or beast face. Arch enemy. What the hell? Guts? Follower of my arch enemy. Every time they show him, you know, the devil god, whatever we're referring to him as, they keep showing him with this sense of like aura and power, and it like makes me believe like, can he throw hands with Griffith? Like, is it possible that he could he run the 1v1? Now, I would assume that the other God Hands or whoever controls the God Hands or writes the destiny down wouldn't allow that to happen. But let's say he wasn't just stuck in the web and his strings also aren't being pulled. He thinks he's doing all this of free will, but maybe this is just part of Griffith's story. I have no idea. So that's why I'm saying, like, I want to say they're making him look really strong. But at the same time, I don't know if it's just part of what Destiny has put in place. I don't know. But we'll see. And I will see to your demise. How about we just say, wait. We also hate his ass. Can anybody get that out before this? Nope. Nope. Is Serpico Dunzo here? Or did Serpico come and scoop us up out of the air? I think he did. That was somewhat too quick an end for warriors who defeated an army. Wow. He kind of ate that. What did he do? Block it with his wind, but still kind of ate a little bit of it? I feel numb. That was a close call. Had the Sylph Sword and Hood not carved out a hollow, death would have been instantaneous. Oh, you withstood it. Very well. Y'all gotta flippin' move, man. Actually move. If it ain't one thing, this might end up being a big problem. No, this is a big problem. Because this man is so at the limit, like, surely he just decides to scatter. Like, he just leaves, right? Because I don't think we can handle this right now, physically. Well, I don't even know if we actually could, if we were, 100%. But this seems like a little too much to deal with at the moment. Can't get away. No human. No, nothing can move faster than lightning. Oh crap. Oh crap is right. Enru gonna come strike your ass down in a minute with his Devil's Fruit. Ooh, we got hit. Did that pull Shirka's mental out of there? It looks like she's losing her grasp here, which means Guts might go full on rage mode. Teacher? Are you alright? Yeah, she's packing her body. How's Guts? Roasted and fluff and toast. This is after all the damage we just accumulated and sustained. The burning, the physical scars, probably the muscle deterioration, the atrophy, all that. What? You suffered my lightning twice, yet still breathe? Your life force is admirable, but those who suffer my power, all of them fall prostrate and go to their deaths. Did he just strike us again? He did. Huh. I'm curious what becomes of this, because it's one of those unfortunate things of like, Guts is he's such a main character that, like we talked about at the beginning, with 100 chapters to go, Guts doesn't die here. So I kind of hate when I know those type of things in stories. Like, you can never, the main character's never really going to truthfully be in danger like that. But I am curious what happens to us physically, like long-term effects of this, you know? Oh, let's see. It hit him. Oh, it did. Did he eat that with the sword? Looks like it's true. Lightning does strike high places. Ah, it hit the blade instead of him. I don't know if you're going to be... How many times can you use that trick? He got through it. My lightning incinerates reincarnated apostles, yet you survive after receiving this much of it. You can't be a mere human. He's busted as hell. That lightning shit is insane. And I almost feel like we're kind of... being plot written out of just being zapped. Granted, we do still have the armor on. But like it's hitting you past that. It would be different if like the armor was being burnt from the outside by like a torch or flame or a flaming arrow. There's armor still. When that lightning like hits, the armor's not gonna do shit, you know. And he's over here talking about he roasts apostles. He doesn't. Can we just get this misunderstanding out of the way? I'm not with him. Please stop zapping me. Are you, as I thought, one of the Hawks' captains? The Hawks' captain? That's the worst joke I've ever heard. In terms of timing, anyway. Screw you. I'm purebred human, right down to the bone. Is he, though? I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with yes. Don't mistake me for one of you freaks. He's been branded. So that's it. Interesting. So then you're one of the branded. Branded? What's that about? How does Puck know what catnip is? I digress. Now that is a thing of wonder. To think a sacrifice continues to live. I have a proposal for you. Hey! Let's... Hands in here, guys. Let's do this. Would you become a fall... Oh, that's not what I thought the proposal was going to be. I was hoping it would be, hey, you hate him. I hate him. You want them dead. I also want them dead, you know. But this, yeah, ah. Why do they have Puck in this fucking Clark Kent suit and tie get up? In regards to the employment, I am his manager of sorts, so I request you go through me. Oh, I think things just managed to get even more bizarre. Majesty, a moment, please. Such impulsiveness is hardly. Man, he just zapped his ass again. Nearly every apostle in this world has now gathered beneath the Hawk's flag. He didn't say all. Are there still some out there that maybe we can... And I know it sucks to, like, even think of us teaming up with an apostle. But it gets to the point of, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing. Do you really think that this squad... Like, let's think about this. I'm gonna X out Cockrick over here and her brother and go with the original squad. Do you really think an untrained kid, two that essentially might be worse than kids, one that literally can't do anything physically, mentally. It's not like she's a witch and just incapable of moving her body. Like, she serves no purpose in any type of help. Another girl who's barely a step above her and has to watch the one that can do nothing, so she's nothing. Child witch, an untrained child, and a pretty skilled warrior. And then Guts. But I'm looking at this, if I'm Guts, I'm looking at my roster, my team, right? Do you really think you can carry this team to the finish line of what might be at the finish line? Can this squad get it done? As much as he's been putting his faith in them and a believer and trying to take the weight of the world off of his shoulders and spread it upon them and trusting them, believing in them, you see, just look at this. You see what we're dealing with here, this. Do you truly think our squad can handle that or anything close to that, multiples of that, on top of what Griffith might be and is? Having a couple of these in a handshake agreement might not be the worst deal you could make. And then after the fact, if you want to kill the apostles after the fact, go ahead. But I'm just trying to think of it realistically here. Nearly every apostle in this world has now gathered beneath the Hawk's flag. Naturally, included amongst them must be the one who carved the brand into the... Yeah, the one who carved him is the Hawk. The one who gave the inescapable terror and despair, as well as hatred born of living in spiritual darkness. I find you agreeable. Your malevolence, your madness is indeed appropriate to this blood-stained world of man. I am supreme ruler of the crucible of chaos. Those who would lay hands on my beloved corruption, though they be as gods, they defile, violate, and ravage it. Take thy blood, imbued with malevolence, pour it into my military rule, sink the hawk and the insects that swarm to his light into a murky sea of blood. Your heart goes on beating for that purpose and that alone. I'm curious if is Guts even contemplating this? Is it an immediate no, fuck off type thing? I don't know. Now this is a surprise, an apostle who opposes the God Hand. Yeah, that was my first thought too. So in the end, you're a mad dog who bites his master. Nice. I can't say I don't appreciate that. But you know, sorry to turn you down. Yeah, I figured. I just don't have the time. I couldn't care less about some feud between monsters. Go ask somebody else. I want to believe in what he's saying. You know, he doesn't care about he doesn't have the time. He doesn't care about the battle between monsters, etc. The problem is kind of like Skull Knight has been saying. it's it is destiny, essentially. It doesn't matter where we go, what we believe in, who we come across, what we try to do, where we end up. This shit seems to keep finding us. Even when we try to run from it, ignore it, and don't even seek it out, it keeps finding us. So if you're telling me destiny has already written that tomorrow, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, whenever, things are going to butt, why not just do it now when you might have the most prepared that you could be? But then here's the thing again, it's like, does it really matter if everything's written by destiny? It's already written who's going to win or lose. It doesn't matter if he teams up with the Devil Boy and they join forces and Skull Knight shows up and Shirka levels up and Farnese becomes a usable witch and all this shit goes crazy. If it's already written who the victor is going to be and how it's going to turn out, it doesn't really matter if Guts ends up facing off against Griffith when he's 80 years old and can't even hold his sword up anymore, or if he faces off against him now in the prime with the armor fully mastered and everybody else lined up next to him. It doesn't truly matter. Which is why this whole thing of destiny, it's kind of hard to know who's making what decisions and everything, but I don't know. You got that right. After all, we've got a cute and lovely magical girl. That mangly guy and the old man wouldn't be much of a trade-off. Be supreme ruler of whatever you want to be, but if you're gonna flash your lights, do it someplace else. They're public nuisance, Thunderman. He's gonna flash again. Listen to him. Why is he provoking him? Still no job. Yeah. That's right, you tell him. What a way to speak to His Majesty the Emperor. So be it. Then you shall compensate me for the lives of my beast with your own life. Guts, I told you so. He's friggin' pissed. What is this little... This is a reference to the folk belief that Oni are prone to ripping off a person's navel. Oh, okay. What's happening here? What's happening here? I feel like I don't know why this specific scene popped into my head. Naruto. Spoilers if you haven't seen Naruto. When Pain is like floating up into the sky right before he blows away the entire village, and it goes like quiet and silent, and everybody's like looking around. That's what I feel like. Like, what's he about to do? What's happening? You just nuke the entire town, but his warriors are in there too. I don't know what he's. Oh God! There was a time in my life that I would give anything to see Zod on screen. He's kind of fell down my likeness, my popularity rankings a little bit. And here's the thing. Is he here by himself? Or is old Hawk Boy here with him? You know who I mean when I say Hawk Boy. That... Ooh, could you imagine... Because this isn't going to be the climax of it. I don't know what Griffith is planning and what he's planning to do as far as essentially kidnapping like the Pope and essentially, the leader of the religious factions and what he's planning to do. I'm sure all that's going to come to a head and we're going to figure out. But could you imagine like a three-way Mexican standoff right now of like War Demon Boy, Guts, and Griffith? Oof, man, that would be something. Alright, let's see what the hell he's up to. They have shown up. The Hawk has shown up, and they're going to save them. Oh, this sucks so much, because now there's not even going to be word of, like, the Black Swordsman. It's all going to be about, like, oh, look, they came and they saved us. Yeah. Uh-huh. Majesty, those are the insects that swarm to the Hawk of Light have come. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. If Griffith is here right now, I'd love to just see an exchange of words between the three of them. Now, here's the problem, though. I think Guts will be so triggered that there might not be a good articulate exchange of words, at least from his end. I think I kind of like this shot the best, to be honest with you. It's either that one or where he's speaking to Guts about joining him. Yeah, it's either this one. Yeah, actually, kind of like this one. We do a lot of like Guts faces for the whole thing. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, like we said, it's a lot. You can think about planning and doing this and doing that and all these type of things, but if it's already written in stone, it's already written in stone. And if there's no way that he can change it, like I said, it doesn't matter if Guts is meant to die or whatever may happen. It doesn't matter if he teams up with him. They get Skull Knight, Shirka, all the remaining apostles that have decided not to join him. Maybe they get another magic user in there or something. They're like, let's charge on Midland. We're gonna do this. Maybe they get Charlotte to like betray and get some of the men to turn and fight for instead of what. Everything could go in our favor. But if Griffith is just that busted, and they're the God Hand, and everything's not even if they're that busted. If it's already been written, if I'm already puppeting the strings, it doesn't matter. And if it's meant that Guts is supposed to win, Guts could show up with every possible person he can of value, or Guts could wait till he's 90 years old and can't lift his sword. If he's meant to win, he's meant to win. Now, there might be a specific point he's meant to win, but he doesn't know that point. So, you really can't do much there. And like I said, I don't know if I'm starting to undervalue Griffith and the other God Hand and what they're capable of. But I'm really starting to think like this guy might have some juice. Now, what does that really mean? I don't know. I don't know because remove Guts. If he goes off on that secret island and they hang out with the elves and Casca gets her mind back and whatever, and there's word over the next like decade or however, like he ends up battling it out with Griffith, and there's no Guts interference, we know how that goes. Griffith and the God Hand are not going to be defeated by this. Sorry, no matter how powerful he is, that's just the story. It just is what it is. So it's hard to gauge like how strong he is when he's probably never meant to win anyway. I don't know. Well, we'll leave it there and see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,